Shawty, get out of your feelings. I'm in the money, not low. I'm in the paper stacking up. Ain't no time for you. Shawty, get out of your feelings. Shawty, get out of your feelings. I'm busy and focused on making a million. Concentrated on making a killing. Please, shawty, get out of your feelings. Ain't no time for you. Shawty, get out of your feelings. Ain't no time for you. Please, shawty, get out of your feelings. Out of your feelings.
Snodge book.
Shawty, get out of your feelings.
I told her get out of her feelings. I had to get out of my feelings. Cause ain't no money in there.
I'm not.
Hey, and I feel you.
This day and age, you fuck around, go and try to
And
break
get
it up,
killed.
then they both jump.
It ain't.
Or
And
that
it's
motherfucker
been.
end up shooting your ass.
But listen,
Then
it's
they
been
run off.
proven. I think it was like a year or two ago, maybe longer. It was a video. The dude talked about it. He was walking down the street. I think it was in New York or something. Him and his homeboys was on their way to a club. He saw a woman and a man getting on it. He saw the man put his hands on her. He ran over there. The dude told him, mind your fucking business. He was like, nah, man, I can't let you put your hands on this woman. These niggas jumped this nigga. The woman that was getting beat up, and the nigga jumped him. And then when the police showed up, the woman lied and told the police he fucked with them. And you telling me
He warned them. Hey, he earned
warned
it
them.
because the nigga warned them,
He
said stay
wanted
out
to
of it.
mind your
And
business.
first of all, you don't know why this motherfucker done hauled off and slapped this bitch.
Exactly.
That motherfucker could have been fucking all his homeboys and shit. She might have earned that motherfucker.
She probably beat his ass too. She could have probably put her hands on this nigga before they got in public. And he probably said, listen, bitch, you're not going to put your hands on me no more. Because the one thing that we don't like to admit that women do is put their hands on fucking niggas, bro. And that's what we not finna let slide. Like you women ain't putting your hands on motherfuckers. You women put your hands on a nigga, and then when a nigga put his hands on you, you want somebody to come fucking save you. I'm not that nigga. I'm not finna save you. Yeah, I'm exactly. Now you don't want equality. Yeah. Now, what I'm saying is, do most men, and then I think this is what men really say. Most men I feel like men hold other men more accountable than women hold other women accountable. Let's just put that shit out there.
That's fact.
Most
all men get held accountable.
Exactly.
Life
most men are
hold
gonna hold you accountable for the shit you do because that's just what men do. Women now holding you accountable, and it's a difference between holding somebody accountable and then sitting there and following a nigga to make sure he's held accountable. I'm not finna follow a nigga and try to make sure that he's doing what's right. I'm gonna let that nigga know, hey, we don't do that kind of shit. This is what we buy. If a nigga say, yeah, okay, I'm cool with that, I'm not finna now follow this nigga, check up on this nigga. Hey, have you hit your wife today? Did you call a woman out her name today? We not finna do that shit, and I'm not even finna play like I am. But if I see it, I'm gonna like, hey, bro, calm down, bro. Don't do that shit around me. Whatever, if y'all do that shit on y'all own time. I'm big on that shit because I'm big on that with PDA. Right. Hey man, don't be doing that. Listen, you got a house for that shit. If y'all like to fight each other and beat up on each other, take that shit to the comfort of y'all home where you ain't got to worry about nobody interfering. Because a lot of you motherfuckers do shit in purpose because you like to get other people involved in your bullshit. Like I said, the one thing women gonna do is involve you in some bullshit. And women love to make men get involved in some bullshit. I'm not finna get involved.
Especially there.
I don't care what man back you with this shit. I don't care that this man came on there and he was, well, okay, nigga, you go out here and save everyone. Let me see you diligently put on your fucking colored vest and walk the streets, making sure that black men and men are not beating on women. You're not going to do it. You want to know why? Because you care about your fucking life. And the fact that I know you're not going to do it is because it's easy to talk about that shit. It's harder to do. Because it's easy for a nigga to say, hey, check all your homeboys. I check my homeboys. Check a man for this. Okay, nigga, go check a nigga. Go out here in these streets and you see, especially a drunk motherfucker, two motherfuckers that been drinking, go check that nigga. I done seen so many niggas get knocked out from not minding they fucking business because you trying to be Superman, Spider-Man, You know what I'm saying? Okay, nigga. Okay.
Well, check this out.
Because
Go
we don't
along.
care. Go ahead.
Go along what you talking about. I got a video.
Oh, bet. Say less. That's even beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, because these motherfuckers be tripping, bro. I'm not finna go out here, bro, and put my life on the line for some random person, especially a random woman who probably sat there and said she chose the gorilla.
Right.
I'm not finna do it.
Can you see the video?
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing this. Yeah. As he should. Because look at this woman. Like I said, women always putting their hands on people. Yeah, no, look at her. Look how she trying to. No. Yeah, damn it. I would have knocked. Well, I'd have been knocking everybody out. I would have knocked their nigga out. Boy, I would have been knocked. Oh, yeah, knocked his ass out, as you should. I would have knocked their ass out, too.
He tried to reserve and not to touch it, but hey.
Yeah. Now, let's check this out. Stop. I'm gonna say the dude who got knocked out was more than likely that woman's boyfriend. But did you see any of them other white dudes jump in that shit? No. Them niggas, man, they fucking business, because you want to know what the white dudes, and if you really watch the video again, watch how all the white dudes looked at that white woman looking at her like, what the fuck is you doing?
Hey, you brave.
They looked at her like,
you almost got everybody killed.
And when and once she hit that nigga, what and he jumped on her ass. You see,
you know what I respect though? Once she hit that motherfucker, he squared up with the boyfriend.
Not that nigga
but she did some extra shit. Like, let me get this bitch out the way.
Yeah, let me get this whole ass nigga out the way first. But like I said, none of them white dudes tried to save that white lady, as you could see. And the crazy part, it looked like she was with a Mexican. And the nigga that got knocked out looked like he was Spanish. But none of them white dudes jumped in that shit. After he got done knocking that nigga out and punched her ass, they say, hey, man, let's go.
They realize.
Hey, come on, bro.
Hey.
Come on, bro.
Like, what's his motherfucking name? Red Dad. They'll come over here starting shit with these people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Old man. No.
No. Because
hey, but check this out. I got one that look crazy, man. So what would you do in this situation, man? I don't know. You probably already seen it. It's a kind of like an old one,
but like I said, you women better stop putting your hands on niggas. Oh, this was she was cheating with a woman, right?
Yeah.
The audacity of that bitch to say, "How about you get out of here?" The audacity of the bitch that's in my house telling me, "How about you get out of here?"
Yeah, man.
What
the thing about it, she disrespectful. The bitch disrespectful. She probably needed to get hit with that thing 2 or 3 times. How you gonna fuck another bitch in my crib and then not have me there?
It didn't even invite me.
That's the most fucked up part about fucking bitches on your own, huh?
Yeah, you fucking bitches on your own.
I know she disrespectful and don't respect the nigga. Cause instead of her getting off the friend or the chick she fucking putting her clothes on, she told her to go in there.
Yeah, go in the room.
Like she
go in the room. Like she was finna get some straight in it. Like she was finna, and then the bitch sat down on the couch and said, "You're not supposed to be here, bitch." Like that's the point.
Like what's the it disqualifies everything. You're not supposed to be here. So
you're not supposed to be here at this time. You're supposed to be at work. So while you at work, I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want.
That's the woman logic.
You're not here.
That's a woman.
That's
logic.
Women logic.
Since you're not supposed to be here, then you don't have anything to say because you're not supposed to be here anyway. So,
but you know what's, and this is what's fucked up, and this is why I try to say, most men who cheat, they go somewhere else and cheat. Women will bring a motherfucker to your shit, sleep in your shit, fuck a nigga in your shit, bro. And the level of disrespect, they don't think it's disrespectful, bro. And that's why I said, I could tolerate cheating, bro. I really can, because I really don't give a fuck. But the one thing you're not finna do is play in my fucking face, bro. Like, okay, you cheated. Go cheat with that nigga in his shit. And then, like I tell my bitches all the time, I don't mind you cheating. But if this nigga is spending money on you, spend some of that fucking money on me too. If a nigga buying you Gucci purses, tell that nigga to buy me a Gucci wallet too. Tell that nigga to come pay some of these fucking bills in here. Instead of buying you a Gucci purse,
like
tell
when
that nigga
niggas
the
cheat,
rent due.
If a nigga go spend money on a chick like that, trick off on a trick like that, they gonna bring the old lady something too.
Exactly. If I'm fucking, and that's what I'm trying to say. If I cheat with a bitch and she got paper and she doing for me, I'm gonna bring you something back. Women never think about bringing, and I done said this on many podcasts. I don't give a fuck about cheating because I don't really care for I don't care for relationships like that anyways. Not saying that I would like, and my nephew I tell my nephew, because he hate when I talk like this. I would love to find the right woman that's going, and me and her could be locked in. But I'm a person who live in the real world. I ain't gonna live in what I hope and wish. So my nigga, if I know a bitch gonna cheat, go cheat. But don't go spend my money to cheat with this nigga. Go spend his money and bring it back to us. Why you can't go let this nigga fuck you and then bring money home? Why is always, because women are selfish, bro. Women only give a fuck about themselves. So I'm out here paying all the bills for us to live here. You go out cheating and you can't even bring a nigga a sandwich back? This nigga took you to Ruth Chris. You couldn't even bring me a steak and potatoes back, bro. But you came back, you done drank this nigga, suck this dick, let this nigga don't do shit for you, but buy you these expensive shit that don't matter because you still, like I said, tell that nigga to come pay the rent. Tell that nigga to put some on the car note. Tell that nigga to put some on the light bill. You won't make a nigga do that though. That's what I'm saying.
And to add on to that, I'm gonna show you how female think though, man. I was watching this shit, show how motherfuckers really be thinking.
Sorry. Oh yeah, very black and white. Okay. Yeah.
I think there's one.
Say that. I can't like pink for it.
I know you
don't say you paid for something.
There was never you did. I did. You never paid
but
for
my
it.
Zelle was maxed out.
You were your Zelle was maxed out.
How
the fuck you gonna pay for some shit with your Zelle?
They didn't send us.
And then that's that uncomfortable laugh. That's what women do. They do that uncomfortable laugh. Look, because she knows she fucked up. Look at her. And that's what's weird about women.
Do that silly ass laugh.
Yeah, they got that, and that you could tell the laugh was forced because she uncomfortable. Because she got caught though. Like I said, she got caught. Women will do that, and this is what women do. They get on this social media, they cap about all this money. They try to make it seem like they got all this. No, you don't. Half of you hoes, that's why these hoes never show niggas when they go out to dinner. Because half of you hoes can't afford none of this shit yourself. And then, like that dude said, he don't even mind doing the shit for her. But what you're not finna do is try to make it seem like I'm some bum ass nigga and you taking care of me, bitch. You not. Like, and then what she said, did they send the receipt to you or me? So that's your argument? Who the receipt got sent to?
When I first watched this, I got so fucking frustrated because I had flashback, motherfucker. Because that's how female be gaslighting, motherfucker.
They gaslight you.
Like, it's simple. Yeah. Because that's how they have to think. Well, I got the receipt, so I paid for it. Bitch, I'm about to slap the shit out of you.
Accountability.
Like, motherfuckers really think that way, though.
Accountability. And this is what we speak about when women can't take accountability. Instead of just saying, damn, you got me. I was capping. Cool. Yeah. She tried to justify the shit. And then she kept making herself look worse. First, my Zelle maxed out. Then it's who sent the receipt to. And then she kept trying to say, oh, you paid for it now. Bitch, you act like you paid for it earlier. If you paid for it earlier, I wouldn't have to pay for it now. Bitch, what are you saying?
Right.
But that's why I say, women just be saying a bunch of nothing. And then like they get mad when you call them out for saying a bunch of nothing. That lady literally just said a whole bunch of nothing. A whole bunch of BS.
And what they do, they get their emotion involved.
Yeah. Then she was like, well, you didn't have to be rude and negative about it. Yes, I did, bitch, because you're going on social media lying to people, making it seem like you taking care of me, bro. Making it seem like you're the one who doing all that shit. Bitch, that was rude. Lying on me is rude, bitch. You don't think that's rude that you lied on me? You don't think it's negative that you
pointing to let you lie on me?
Yeah, you think it's rude for I won't let you lie on me. And then the crazy part is she was the one filming. You're filming yourself because what she was trying to do is she was hoping that this man got violent with her so that she could use it as evidence against her against him to say, look, he's abusive, he's this. And the man said, listen, I'm not finna argue with you. I'm very black and white. Did you or did you not pay for it? She couldn't answer that shit. She kept saying some other shit. He was like, did you or did you not pay for it? I didn't pay for it. But then she was like, I would like, because what I would have told her, and this is what I would have said. I was like, if you could pay for it, give me my money right fucking now. Send me, since you was gonna pay for it, send me my motherfucking money right now. But how can you send money when your Zelle is maxed out? And what's weird is
I never heard of a Zelle being maxed out. What the fuck is Zelle being maxed out?
Because you don't fuck with hoes that max out their Zelle. And I'm glad you don't. I'm glad you never met a hoe that maxed out their Zelle. Because what happened, Zelle is just like anything is. You could borrow money from them. Like, they'll let you borrow. Yeah. Cash App, fucking PayPal, fucking Zelle. They'll let you borrow money that you don't have. Long as you got that bitch attached to your bank account, they'll let you borrow money. So what she has done is borrowed all this money from them niggas and hasn't paid it back. She probably ain't got no.
Oh, that's what it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. And she hasn't paid it back. But the problem is she doesn't have money in her bank account. So, because this is what they do. When you borrow money and you don't pay it back yourself, that's why they attach your bank account. They just take it from your bank account. But if your bank account, then they leave your shit on maxed out, so you can't get any. If somebody sends you money, they gonna take it. If you try to deposit money, they gonna take it. So that's why she said, that's why she said I couldn't use mine because it's maxed out. Because she know if she put any money on that bitch, them people gonna take their fucking money back.
Shit. Yeah, I ain't know that shit. I ain't know all this shit.
Yeah, that's why they did that shit.
Nah, it make it even matter. Cause them motherfuckers say, oh, you paid for it now.
Yeah. You bitch, you was never finna pay for it because your card is maxed. So you were never gonna, and what I bet you she did, she probably went to him and said, hey, babe, you know, and he fucked with her. So he was like, man, I'm fucked up. Could you pay for this trip? And he was like, yeah, I got you. And then what happened was she probably, because I'm pretty sure there's a part before that video that we saw. But I'm pretty sure she was probably on social media capping about paying for their trip. Walking around with the camera, showing. It was a trip she planned, but couldn't pay for. And so the nigga paid for it. The white boy, clearly that's a white boy. The white boy paid for it. But it was her trip. She was the one who probably planned the trip. But because she didn't have the money for the trip, she had to bring that nigga along because he paid for it. She probably didn't want this nigga to come. But he was like, I'm not finna pay for you a trip to go somewhere without me coming.
Bitches think that's okay, though.
Yeah,
you ain't paying for a motherfucker to pay for a trip. No.
I'm
not finna pay for a trip.
And then what happened was she probably was ducked off somewhere, showing off the shit. He probably was moving the bags in and overheard her capping. And then that's when he called her ass out like, wait, why the fuck is you telling people you paid for this shit? Like, you didn't pay for nothing, bro. But that's how most women are. Most women are capping, bro. And I want to say more than most. Almost damn near mostly all you women.
I'll tell you about. Oh man, I'll tell you about this bit. Hold on, let me go. I'll be right back. I'll tell you about this motherfucking chick. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Let us know about this chick, man. But yeah, motherfuckers be capping, bro. And then they cap, and then they try to act like they surprised. Like, they don't know. Like, wait. No, bitch. You motherfuckers be so fake. But why? For a minute, I thought, I was like, say, man, who messaging my shit? But yeah, man. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Women, and me personally, I don't give a fuck if women take accountability or not, because you ain't never showed in the history of anything of ever taking accountability. So for me to think that now all of a sudden you motherfuckers finna take accountability it's just not you. You never had to take accountability. And I think I said this on the last podcast that didn't get edited, was women since the dawn of mankind. I'm talking about Adam and Eve. Women have never took accountability. If you believe the story of how Adam and Eve happened, Eve didn't take accountability for the fucking apple. You never took accountability. So now men be like, oh, we want women to take accountability. You asking them to go against their very nature. Women have never took accountability for shit. And they was never trained how to take accountability for shit. Because I have seen it many times, even in my own life, but when I with my mom and shit, something happened and it's my sister's fault. And somehow I was to blame because I was supposed to watch my sister or I was supposed to do this. It's women never have to take accountability. Oh, well, she's a girl, so she don't have to take accountability. That's pretty much what you were saying. You ain't say that, but you was like, oh, well, she a girl, girl. Okay, so you're just buying into you're making her believe that she never has to take accountability for nothing. You have enabled women from the beginning of time to not take responsibility or nothing. So then when we talk about, we want women to take accountability. You asking for somebody to turn shit into gold. It's not gonna happen because they never had to take accountability. So how can you try to force somebody to take accountability when they don't even know what the fuck that shit means because they never had to? And women prove it to you every day, just like this. Just like the post we showed before. When the woman got caught cheating, she didn't take accountability. She said, what the fuck are you doing here? You're supposed to be at work.
Why are you here?
She pretty much said it was his fault for being home at that time. And that's why I said, I don't get into the business of telling women to take accountability for nothing. I ain't finna get it mad at you because you don't take accountability. I never known you. I thought you was gonna take accountability in the first place. That's why I don't even argue with bitches. I never expected you to take accountability. So when a female do surprise me with taking accountability, I appreciate it. Oh, shit. Damn. Okay. I know this ain't gonna happen too often, so I gotta appreciate this while it's happening.
Not a man.
Yeah. Yeah, because women don't do that shit, bro. So that's why
even when female talk or get gang, they don't learn to like start watching little KS and shit. Start to speak the shit they heard. But I had went through it. We talked about last podcast with old girl and the PI or whatever, right?
Oh yeah.
They learn to talk, say what take a guy tip, but like words in action. It's good you say all this shit, but let's see the fucking action behind it.
Let's see the action.
And once you do that, you can't fall for the word. Women love to fall for the word. They need to hear the word. Man, we got to see the action.
Yeah.
There's no action behind it. And with the chick though, I found out like a couple of days ago, the mother had like she would tell me, she would take a trip with her niece or whatever. Oh, I got my niece over here, blah blah. Nigga, kind of find out this is motherfucker daughter.
What? See,
yeah.
Bitches just be lying.
I'm like, why'd you lie about that? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, word. You know what I'm saying? It's like
that's crazy.
What reason? Like, if you lie about some shit like that, you can't be trusted about nothing.
But think about this: if a man did that, you the scum of the earth. Why ain't you claiming your child? Yeah. Why would you? Like, it's such a weird. That's why I say, bro, you can't get into these conversations with women because it's a double standard. And it's just like, and it's not even worth arguing over. It's not even worth having a conversation. That's why a lot of times when women get to talking and they be like, Trap, why you ain't saying nothing? Why? Because I know for a fact this conversation only gonna end in you not listening. You don't really care what I have to say. You just want to have somebody to argue with. And I'm past arguing with women, bro. Like, I don't want to argue with no woman about nothing, dog. I'm good on that shit. I ain't finna argue with my baby mamas no more. I'm not finna argue with nobody, no woman about nothing. A woman tell me the sky is purple, okay. Women tell me that women are the best thing that ever happened to the world, okay. Women tell me anything, I'm just saying okay, because you can't have these kind of conversations with somebody who never had to take accountability for nothing. You have to be, in order to be objective of something, you have to have ownership of something. You have to take ownership of some shit. So if somebody's not willing to take ownership, how can you ever come to a common ground about something when a motherfucker won't even say that, okay, this is what it is, and like this is why I did. They won't do it. So listen, we could sit here and I guarantee you, if we scroll through all the videos that we done, it'll be a bunch of women not taking accountability for nothing.
About nothing and complaining.
Complaining.
Like, you have your whole resource. Your only resource is a man's resource. Exactly. Your whole life living a way of surviving is a man. Mm-hmm. And you can't even take, you know what I'm saying, any type of accountability. But you always blame the man for some shit.
It's always somebody else's fault. Fact.
Anybody but yours.
Everybody but you. And that's why I said I don't even get into that shit no more with women about the shit, because it's like talking to a brick wall. It's like you're not gonna get nothing out of it. So it's just like you gotta, but that's why I say you gotta kind of show your actions to women.
Right.
You gotta show women exactly who you are for them not to play with you. And I know that sounds fucked up when you think about some things, but if you got a woman that like putting her hands on men, the only way to stop a woman from putting her hands on a man is for a man to put his hands on her. And I know that sounds fucked up, and I'm not condoning violence or anything, but what I'm saying is, what's weird is, it's okay to beat your kids, but it's not okay to beat on each other. Like, I don't understand what domestic violence really is. Because if you could beat your kid for doing wrong, you shouldn't be able to beat your kid then. There should be nobody beating nobody, because you're still beating another human being. That's still violence. You're still committing violence to that person. But we as a society know that if you don't whoop your kids, they might do some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't punish somebody for doing something wrong, because then and this is what I'm saying. There shouldn't be no prisons if that's the case. Fuckers could just do what the fuck they want. But like I said, if a woman can put her hands on a man and you telling me a man can't put his hand on a woman, you're talking crazy. You're not living in the real world. You're living in a fantasy world that doesn't exist. Because at the end of the day, we are human beings, whether with gender. Fuck whether you're a man or a woman. Don't put your hands on nobody that you're not willing to get their hands put back on you. And I live by that.
Right.
I'm not finna put my hands on no motherfucking body and not expect them to not put their hands back on me. That's just facts. But women think that they're allowed to do anything, and because they have determined that they're the weaker of the species, and nowadays women don't even think they're the weaker of the species. They think they're equal. So if you're equal, and if a man could put his hand on another man and not have to call the police and not have to get nobody involved, you just got to take that ass whooping and go on about your business. Why the fuck you think that shit don't work for you? Because you don't want equality, and I've been saying this shit since before podcast was popular. You want special treatment. Yeah. That's what you fucking want. Women want special treatment. They don't want equality, because equality sucks, nigga. People act like equality is a great thing.
Have you like that lady in the video saying she's tired?
Yeah, equality have you like that. Exactly. Equality sucks. Special treatment, what's it called? Preferable treatment, that shit is great. When you get treated special, that's great. But getting treated like, nobody likes to get treated like everybody else. I don't care how much motherfuckers brag about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be special. Everybody wants to be treated different than somebody else. Because that's why you have individuality. That's why you have all this shit. Because if everybody got treated the same, the world would be fucked up, bro. And that's what I'm saying. We could sit here and make intelligent topics and make it intelligent conversation about why this is wrong and why this is. But you know what? You go over there to some of these other countries, you won't see a woman talking back to a man. You know why? That woman will get her ass stoned. She'll get
not
whipped.
By just one person, by the community.
Not just by one person, by a community of people. A woman going around showing herself to other people dressing a certain kind of way will get the brakes beat off of her. And you know it's true. People know it's true. They done made videos and movies about how these other cultures, women don't get to do that shit. But you'll complain about the freedoms you have. And women, you Western women, you have fucking free. You have liberties. I don't gotta say you have freedom. You got liberty.
And think about that though. People say the Middle Eastern women don't have freedom, whatever. I mean, I'm not talking about the extreme Middle East, but like Dubai and Bahrain and shit like that. Think about it is they cover. I mean, some choose that as part of it. Some choose to cover
the religion and then
yeah. But think about it, they have more fucking power than anybody else. Cause think about it is, if you talk to this motherfucker, if you try to holler this motherfucker, you gonna get penalized.
Yeah.
If you accuse this lady of fucking doing some shit that unethical or some shit, they gonna arrest your ass. Cause they hold their women up on a higher standard.
Pedestal. Because they know what they get.
So they protect them. You're protecting.
You're protected.
So if a man come in here, even if you fucking somebody's wife, and they find out that you fucking a wife or whatever, or you say that you fucking that somebody's wife, they gonna arrest your ass for talking.
Yeah, they gonna punish you. Wife. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
So they're respected. They're more respected over there. They take care of them.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, most women in the Western culture, they don't want the responsibilities of a man, though. They don't even want that responsibility. They don't want that shit that comes with being a man because they understand that being a man ain't fucking what is all gets cracked up to be. They know that shit is for the birds, nigga. And that's why a lot of the women...
Just like the lady that turned into a man for a day or for a couple weeks,
killing herself.
It ain't as easy as you think it is, huh?
It ain't.
Imagine having to live life with accountability. Imagine living life where there's no one coming to save you.
But think about this. That's why a lot of these transgender men are having problems with it is because they realize that now that you say you're a man, all these people are starting to treat you just like a man. And they hate it. They hate getting treated like a man. And like I said, so it's just stupid. It's the whole concept is stupid. But at the end of the day, the one thing that you have the right to do is have a choice. So if you choose to live in this kind of lifestyle that you choose to live with it, just know that that shit ain't going to be easy because when have we as humans made anything easy? It ain't easy to be black. It ain't easy to be poor. It ain't easy to be gay. It ain't easy to be transsexual. Nothing in this world is easy, but somehow motherfuckers want that shit to be easy. And that's because we live in a time where motherfuckers, you get to jump on social media and you got people who, it's just like the Black Lives Matter. People got on that, Black Lives Matter. Just because you name some shit Black Lives Matter don't mean that these people believe that Black Lives Matter. That's just a name.
It made 2 lesbians rich.
Yeah, that's just a name, bro. Not everybody believes in that shit, bro. And that's what I'm trying to tell
people. The opportunity and they took it. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives does matter. Okay, start the fund. Let's raise money.
Yeah, let's raise
money. They got a bunch of millionaires that profited off of Black Lives Mattering.
And the people who
everybody emotional, donating to the cause like, cause Black Lives Matter, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And these motherfuckers here is scheming motherfuckers.
Scheming.
They don't give a fuck about the cause. They making money.
Yeah. Because and it goes back to what I said. And I love how the world proves my point. We are inherently evil. Not just men. I'm talking about people in general. We are inherently evil, bro. We are fucked up. The people who do good in the world, them people put in the work. It's way easier. Yeah, we talked about this before. It's way easier to be fucked up than it is to be good. And you know how, but then you got to realize when you're being good, you don't get rewards for that shit. The man that steps in front of a punch or a bullet for a woman, that nigga don't get rewarded. That nigga died, and we move on. We move
Keep
on.
pushing. Yeah.
There's no reward for being good, so you gotta be good without getting rewarded.
No good deeds goes unpunished.
Exactly. So you have to be good despite the reward. But you know, us as people, we don't want to do shit where we don't get no acknowledgement, no reward, no kind of affirmations for it. So most people not finna do that shit. And you know, and it's people hate to hear that, but I'm just being honest. I'm just telling you the truth, nigga. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you what it is. Cause like I tell people, I used to tell my baby mama this all the time. We could talk about what it is, or we could talk about what it should be. Now, if you want to talk about what it should be, we could talk about that shit to the cows home.
Talk about Spanish land all day.
Yeah,
shit.
But that shit ain't gonna change what it is. We could talk about
it.
It ain't gonna change nothing. You got to talk about what it is, and what it is it's fucked up. And now you got to learn how to maneuver through the fucked upness. You know what I'm saying? And people don't know how to maneuver through the fucked upness because, and this is why I fuck with Charleston White. I'm not saying that Charleston White is right about everything he says, but that nigga is intelligent, bro. And people would not. He hated on just like Trump and just like Elon Musk. The nigga tell you the shit you don't want to hear, and people get mad at him. But everything he's saying is facts, nigga. Why would I turn around and support black people when all black people do is kill black people? You mad at them, but it's true. You want to blame white people for everything. Go ahead.
Did you see the one with him and KKK?
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit was hilarious, though.
I watched. The one thing about me is I watched Charleston White. Because I knew I followed Charleston White before he turned into the spectacle that is Charleston White right now. You know, I looked into his when he, and the crazy part, he spoke about this when he was being that, not saying nigga, dressed up, going to the courthouse, going to the sentence, doing all this shit. You niggas wasn't listening to this nigga. So what he did, he got smart and he said, you know what, I gotta talk how these rappers talk. I gotta talk how these niggas talk. Then when this nigga start talking your language, now you're mad at him. Nah, nigga. The nigga right, bruh. You niggas, like I said, we'll go around and kill each other for nothing. But like I said, you won't go slide on them crackers that did that shit. You won't go slide on them police officers that did that. You won't slide on nobody but your own people. Yeah, you won't do you now. You want to protest. When it comes to somebody else doing some fucked up shit, we'll protest. But if it's our own community, we gonna slide on these niggas. Like I said, we tear each other down from the inside. The quickest way to destroy empire is from the inside. And white people know that. So they just let black people tear themselves up from the inside. We'll call each other lames. We'll call each other all this shit. Make it seem like we're irrelevant. Oh, don't fuck with that nigga. He a square. Don't do this, this. And then we be like a white man come and call a black girl a nappy-headed nigga. Now we up in uproar. Oh Lord, but you just called that same girl a nappy-headed nigga yourself. It's okay for you to do it, but it ain't okay. It's like I said, people will be like, I can joan on my brother, but nobody else can. Bitch, you shouldn't be joning on your fucking brother. You shouldn't be beating on your brother. Fucking nobody should be doing that shit. But like I said, we'll think that it's okay if we do it to each other, it's okay. No, nigga, it's not okay. And when somebody speak out against it, now we not black. Black people love to tell other black people they not black.
You're cool.
Black people quick. One thing white people ain't gonna do is say that somebody ain't white. White people love white people. We the only race that's so quick to say that somebody ain't our somebody because we don't fuck with them. Or because they don't have the same views as us. They don't have the same political views. And the crazy part is the people who you admire the most is the ones doing it. Look at D.L. Hughley. Look at fucking Dr. Umar. These two niggas don't like each other, but they spewing the same rhetoric just at a different platform. Because what's his name? D.L. Hughley say that you ain't black if you vote for Trump. Umar say you ain't black if you fuck with white women. You both of you niggas trying to think that you could tell a motherfucker who is black and who is not
How
black.
to live they life.
Yeah, how the fuck you get? Who told you could do that shit? Who gave you the power to determine whether about somebody black card could be revoked? And you know, it started. And the crazy part is, most of the time in the hood, shit start off as a joke. If you do some shit like white, we might joke with you, say, "Oh, bro, we're gonna pull your black card." It's all out of joking. You motherfuckers will take that shit to the extreme though.
Literally,
you will really try to make a motherfucker not be accepted amongst motherfuckers, bro. Just like what's her name? What's the light-skinned chick? She a comedian, Amanda Seales. She quit to try to tear down somebody that's black just because they don't have the same views as her or the same. And that's what I'm saying. We as black people, we quit to try to kick a motherfucker out of the goddamn black community. And then when the motherfuckers leave, you get mad at them.
Yeah. He sold out.
Oh, he sold out. He went and started messing with Asian women. Nigga, you just told me I'm not allowed to be with you niggas. So now what?
Out your circle.
Yeah, but what you want?
What you want me to do?
What people want is they want you to be isolated from everybody. If we don't accept you, we don't want the white people to accept you. We don't want the Thai, the Asian, the Mexican. We want you to
come back and beg for mercy.
Yeah, we want you to come back and beg us to be a part of us, and you got to do what we say in order to. And it's just weird, bro. Like, and then when the motherfucker say, "Hey, I don't care about being accepted by y'all," oh, that coon ass nigga, he against black people, bro. We quick to tear each other down, bro. We quick to kick a nigga out of the group. We quit like it's weird, bro. Motherfuckers is weird.
Niggas being niggas. Like, hey, like you heard about the black fatigue?
Nah.
So
what the fuck is that?
I'm gonna do a quick search right quick.
Yeah, do a quick
basically
search.
It's just a bunch of white folks are starting to have. Well, they kind of started there, starting to have black fatigue. So they start giving folk by these. You know how black folks always victimized, and now they going around beating up motherfuckers and doing nigga activities and shit. And it basically motherfuckers they getting tired of it.
Okay.
And they like tired of niggas. So motherfucker, you know, you go on CNN, they do the race bait where black
yeah.
And they had one lady up there, and she was like, "Oh, do you sometimes say the word?
Yeah.
Say it all the time."
Yeah.
The motherfucker just basically getting tired of niggas and like, fuck that. We're not, you know what I'm saying? Cause you got the motherfucker that's with the D, all that shit. Now you got motherfucker like, nah, fuck that. We're no longer going for y'all bullshit.
But you know what's crazy to me is that when that white lady came and said that, we got, like I said, we got outraged.
Right.
Why is you outraged? You know some white people out there that hate niggas. Like, it's not surprising. What you should have told her was, thank you for letting us know where you stand.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do. Now you know where she stands. But like I said, Charles
White
thing I
said about the South, though. One thing I always like about the South, whatever.
Oh yeah, them crackers gonna let you know. Yeah, they don't fuck with you. They gonna let you know they don't fuck with you. And like I said, you gonna go down south, you gonna see black people that don't fuck with white people, and they not gonna hide it. You gonna meet black people that I don't fuck with crackers at all. Like, it's cool.
Like, you gotta realize black people even just as racist.
Yeah. And it's just like, but black people, you can't say that to black people because black people don't feel like they could be racist because racism has been done to them. Oh yeah.
Black card.
They're gonna kick you. Yeah. You can't say that black people are racist. And but yet we'll sit there and we'll make movies showing how black people can be racist and still say that man not racist. And because like I said, people live in their trauma. People live with being a victim. So you can't see anybody else being a victim because you're the victim. And until you get justice for your victimization, you can't see anybody else. And it's just weird because I seen some dudes say, and I thought it was funny, because a lot of racism is funny to me. I seen this black dude say that he can't see how a black man can go be with a white woman who would have sold him in slavery. And I think that shit, when he said it, all I could do is laugh because it's funny to me. Because you can't see how a black man or a black woman could go be with a white man or somebody else because of slavery. But you could see how a black woman could be with a black man and he beat on her. I guess you could see that shit. Or you could see how a black man could be with a black woman and she beat on him or she sent him to prison on some lies. And that's what I'm saying. It's okay for us to hurt each other, but it's not okay for somebody else to hurt us. And that's a bad way to look at life. You shouldn't, it shouldn't be okay just because we match the same skin color. You you just buying into the stereotype of racism and prejudice and all the shit that you're trying to fight against, yet you incorporate it in everything that's your life is about.
Right, and that's the crazy part because we segregate ourselves and all types of shit.
Yeah,
a lot of motherfuckers tell you, a lot of successful black people will tell you, like, the motherfucker that helped them the most or the first one that helped wasn't black people.
That's the craziest thing about, and that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. 90 times, a high percentage of the time when you got help, it wasn't some other black person. It was probably somebody white that gave you the fucking chance that you needed, because niggas don't give each other chances because, like they say, we're crabs in the bucket. We don't want to see a nigga grow if we ain't growing with them. But the thing about it is, and this is why I say people don't like having this conversation because it's uncomfortable. People don't like having uncomfortable conversations. They don't want to hear the truth. Yeah. But the thing is, bro, you'll defend, like I said, you'll go and defend, like, I don't agree with what's his name getting his knee put on what's his name. Right. But let's not celebrate this nigga that like he was out here doing good in the community. Don't make it seem like he was this, because the one thing about black people is when they kid could be a terrorist to the community. And then when he died, they'll get on there and cry and talk about how good of a person. No, this nigga was horrible. This nigga was a horrible person, bro. Stop trying to make it seem like this person was some good person, bro. This nigga was horrible. And usually when you're a fucked up person, fucked up shit happened to you. And I'm not saying that everybody is fucked up that get done wrong by something. But what I'm saying is, I done seen it. I done seen people sit here and try to make it seem like a person who was like the worst person in the world. Nigga done robbed people, killed people in your community. Then all of a sudden, he gets shot by the police. And now we in an outrage. Like, this nigga was terrorizing the block for years, nigga.
For years, had motherfuckers scared to come outside and shit.
Took many of your kids, took all your babies away from you. It was cool when he did it. Nobody snitched on this nigga because we black people, we got this code that no snitching. This nigga done terrorized, took people's lives, and you was okay with it. Then when the police come take this nigga live because he done decided to take his ass over there to the white people's side and do that shit, and they said, nah, nigga, we not allowing that over here. Now it's all, my goodness, justice for Pookie. Pookie is a mass murderer. Look at King Von. People love King Von. King Von is a serial killer. This nigga been murdering niggas in Chicago, taking your sons away from you. And you love that nigga. You sing his songs word for fucking word, nigga. Come on,
and a lot of motherfuckers live vicariously through that, though. A lot of motherfuckers who never grew up in that environment, they live vicariously through that.
Yeah. And then you get mad when you see white people rapping his songs and saying nigga. Why? Yeah. You can't say that shit. Man, shut that shit up, bro. And that's why I say, we love gang culture. We love destruction. We love that shit. We embody that shit. And people will say, "Oh, that's all we knew." Okay, yeah, that's all we did know. So we supposed to just keep staying in that shit, or is you gonna try to get better?
Being ignorant.
You gonna keep ignorant. Yeah. You gonna keep living in that shit, or you gonna try to make a change? And then when you try to make a change, now you a square. Like I just seen this. And then like I say, we give motherfuckers a platform that don't deserve platforms. You get these young YN niggas platform and they talking about Swiss cheese and a nigga, and I walk around with my shit, and if a nigga say the wrong thing, I Swiss cheese his ass, and we'll run up 1 million views for that shit.
Yep. No, hey, don't feel bad about it at all.
Don't feel bad about it, knowing that this nigga probably is really out here Swiss cheesing your people. You'll up the views on that shit though. You'll get 1 million views of that. You see people fighting, you'll see a nigga get knocked out. You'll up the views on that shit. But let it be some positive shit, some shit, you ain't gonna get too many views on that shit. And that's why I sit there and say, bruh, we just be talking. You niggas, a lot of people just be talking.
Talking for years, for decades, motherfucker been talking.
You talk about it and you talk about how you won't change. No action behind it. Because people think that if you get on this social media and you do a podcast and you say this, and like, man, listen, that's why I don't sit here and try to portray myself as something that I'm not. Like, nigga, I know me. And I'm not saying that I don't like gang music. I used to listen to it and I still do. I like a lot of shit, but I'm not out here reacting what I listen to. I might listen to some nigga saying he gonna Swiss cheese, but do you think I go out there and now I'm outside with the energy of let me Swiss cheese a nigga? Hell no, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I get black shit. I've been tired of these niggas. Like black for T, that's
nigga said I've been tired of these niggas. But that's why a lot of us black men, we leave America.
Right.
Because I don't want to sit here and have to deal with the fact that I might walk down the street and because I don't wear the same colors as a nigga, or my colors don't fit this block, I might get killed, or I might have to kill a nigga to stop that nigga from killing me. And who want to live like that shit? Who want us constantly, like I said, I don't go play, bruh, I got guns. But the one thing I don't do no more is go to places where I feel like I need a gun. I don't go places like that. I don't go places. Once I go someplace, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and Bo, you know this. I've been like this for years.
Right.
If I go someplace and I see too many niggas, not black folks, too many niggas, I'ma leave. Like,
I don't need to be in this motherfucker.
All right, I don't need to be in this spot. And people be like, "Oh, you always going to white spots?" Because I know I could go to a white spot, sit down, enjoy myself, and leave, and not have to worry about some nigga scrapping in the corner. And next thing you know, he done pulled out his gun and he done accidentally shot somebody. Like you see, just like at the airport. I saw, that's what I'm saying. You can't take niggas nowhere. I saw at the airport, I don't know what airport is this, but some people got into a fight. Some black people got in a fight. Bitch, that shit turned into a big ass brawl, nigga, at the airport.
I seen that shit. I seen some shit like that.
I'm talking about fucking up all kind of shit, bro. For what, bro? For what? What the fuck? Like I said, because Charleston White said it. Us as black people, we haven't taught our people how to conflict resolution. We don't know about conflict resolution. All we know is a nigga disrespect me, let me pull out my pistol, let me put my hands on this motherfucker. Nigga don't know how to just let a nigga have it and walk away because you're proud or you a man or man, fuck all that shit. Niggas willing to crash out for like, and you know, niggas will say, I just need 10 years of balling and then I'm willing to go spend 30 years in prison. You're a fucking dummy.
Jackass. Oh,
Fit to me. But like I said, I'm not here to judge you and act on it. I'm going to judge the fuck out you.
Right.
But I ain't finna act on the judgment that I get to you. Because like I said, I have done my share of fucked up shit. And I've learned from it. And I learned that I can't be around certain niggas. Just like I can't be around certain crackers. I can't be around certain Spanish people. Because certain people love destruction. I don't care what race you are.
Yeah.
Certain people just love destruction. And I'm about building. I'm about growth. I'm about longevity. You know what I'm saying? So I separate myself from people like
real
change. And that's why I'm glad that and I'm gonna finish because I know I've been on a little rampant, and I'm gonna finish and give it to you. But that's why I choose the people that I hang around. And when the black dude was like, "Do you make your friends accountability?" I chose people that I don't have to worry about making sure that they're accountable, because I already know that these niggas gonna hold. I don't hang around people that's not standing in that kind of space.
Protecting your energy. You know what I'm saying? Why would I be around motherfucker I gotta hold accountable? It goes the same with female that say, "Oh, you gotta earn it, you gotta make me feel." No, you gotta hold your own. Men gotta be able to hold their own, and female gotta be able to be feminine them fucking self. I'm not finna hang around, nigga. I don't even hang around that many motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Even now, I feel like I'm hanging out way more, but still not as more as most. But I don't even when I go out with people I do hang around. A lot of them I do fuck with. I go out. I still be segregated in my own little box. You know what I'm saying? I just never need I never been a motherfucker that needs somebody to go out with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If a motherfucker don't go out, then I gotta stay home. No, I never been that motherfucker. You know, if we go out, it's cool. But even when I go out, I still have that, you know what I'm saying, by myself vibe. You know, still make sure everybody good, this and that. But I'm not. Nah,
I feel you.
bro.
Nah,
I'm so I ain't with all that bullshit.
I'm not with
the vibe ain't right in the motherfucker. All right, I'm about to roll.
Yeah.
I'm quit. Hey, I'm quit to disappear. They see me one time and that thing it hit me up. Shit, where shit? I'm at the crib.
Yeah. I'm just I told my homeboy this. I say, listen, I like being home because that's where I spend my money the most. Most of my money go to my home. So why would I be somewhere else besides in this motherfucker, bro?
Why would I not be able to enjoy my home?
Why would I not spend 90% of my time in my crib, because that bitch get all my money? And I refuse.
And it's a shit that one of the few out back in Virginia a little while back, a couple decades ago, like a chick said some shit like made perfect sense. Like you gotta spend money on your bed. Like that's just an example. Like I told me, like you gotta spend money on your bed. You don't sleep on it. You don't be on there the most. You gotta make sure that's right.
You gotta
so
make sure
me, I'm like, you gotta enjoy your household.
Ain't
I don't know everybody else, but I enjoy it. Not just I ain't gonna say I enjoy it. I was very comfortable doing 2020. I enjoyed my house the whole time. At the crib, I'm having parties by myself, have bottles and popping and shit. I enjoyed it, man.
I feel you.
I had fun. I enjoyed it. I was having fuck your couch, sit on couch and shit, partying, have my music blasting, man. Enjoy my even through New Year, I'm up here. Hey, I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, if you can enjoy yourself, you can enjoy the company of other people.
Exactly.
You know, I'm not like a lot of people like going to a club. It should be so packed, can't move. How y'all like this shit? Y'all just stand around and look at motherfuckers. I don't like packed clubs, man. I like to be able to have space so I like it be people there. But I like to have space so I can do my two steps.
Yeah, 2 steps. So but we like to dance though. We'll get on the dance floor and we'll cut a rug. But we just I don't like going places where it's too much niggas, because it puts me in a different kind of mind frame that I shouldn't be in. When I see too many niggas and I see too much going on, now I can't even enjoy myself because I'm too busy watching what niggas doing.
Now I'm on alert mode the whole time.
Yeah, I'm on alert mode.
Now I'm uncomfortable. People keep bumping into me. I can't get nowhere. I can't move around. Like, how do y'all like this shit?
I be wondering.
I cannot. I always hated being in packed. I don't want to be there. Like, I'd rather go somewhere that's chill, man.
Yeah.
I'd rather go somewhere I get a nice little lounge with. And motherfucker don't even be enjoying. Motherfucker like going to places. Motherfucker call good place or good time, lit time, whatever, cause it's packed. Nobody dances, just packing everybody in everybody way. Like,
and that's what I don't like. I like to go places where it ain't too many people. I like to go places where it's like if I walk by a club and they're like, damn, that bitch empty. Yeah, let's go in this bitch. Let's go in here.
Yeah. I'm a motherfucker. I like more a brunch environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, I like more bars than actual clubs. I'm a bar person.
Yeah.
Because like I like to go someplace where I can sit down, order some food, watch my stuff, have good music, talk to somebody,
Right.
can hear what they saying instead of
Hey,
trying to
conversation,
scream
yep.
over that shit. I just like
Damn
places
speakers
like
not
that.
blowing out your eardrum and shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like to go places where people can't. I like to go places where you can't get too drunk. I like to wear places where a motherfucker will cut you off if they see you drink. All right, you had enough. Yeah, let's get you up out of it. I like places like that because that means that that place cares about you. It doesn't want you to not have a good time.
It might be a Bahrain thing or whatever. I like going to spaces where you go there, meet motherfucker, and motherfucker, hey, we going here after that. We going this way after that. I bet. And after that, oh, we going to old boy crib. We going to our crib. Come to our crib.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the type of shit I like. You know what I'm saying? Well, at the end of the night, you probably gonna have some new box at the end of the night. Some
exactly.
Shit, man. But everybody on the same type of time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go out, you put your suit on, dress and press on, and rock out, man. And then come there, they sit against the wall, all that shit. Everybody there having a good time, man. Everybody grown. Everybody on their grown tip. Could just be me getting old. Hey,
there's definitely a part of it, but I can honestly say, whenever I have went, but like the one thing I can truly admit, and because I done been in a lot of places, most places I go because I'm so particular about where I go, I don't have problems. Like there's not problems because I don't put myself around people that have problems.
You know what though? Even my whole time overseas, bro, every time I go, I never had. Only time I ever had problem overseas is when I go out with somebody else.
I'm about to say,
when I'm by myself, I don't have no type of issue.
Whenever I go hang out by myself or hang out with people that's like-minded like me, I never have a problem. It's always when you go out with that, and I'm gonna be honest, half of the time I go out is usually a friend of a friend who acting wild, and now I'm caught up in some shit because of somebody else shit. And because I'm a good friend, I never leave niggas, you know, no man left behind type shit.
Right.
But for the most part, but now me getting older, if I see your homeboy tripping, I'm gonna let you know, hey, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know, hey, take your boy outside.
Yeah, go check your dog, bro. This nigga tripping.
Hey, I'm the motherfucker now. Hey, I call law on you. Hey, you out here, hey, your fucking kids outside selling lemonade, ain't got the proper documents, I'm calling the law on you.
Reporting your ass.
Hey,
you a fool.
Reporting that shit, man. We don't need no fucking lawyer around here.
You fool, bro. Nah, God. Yeah, man, I'm just not for the extra shit, bro. I like to go places where we can have a good time and we can leave and we ain't got a word. I'm okay with coming back and not having the story to tell about what happened. I think people like going back and, man, you know the wild shit. I'm cool with going out and they're like, man, how was night? Shit, it was good. Oh, what happened? Nothing, man. It was just a smooth night. Got drunk, hollered at a couple of females, enjoyed some music.
You know, now I be like, shit. They like, what happened, nigga? They had some nice food at this brunch.
Yeah, they had some good food. Yeah, I want to say, yeah, good food. Oh, they drink strong, bro. They got some good drinks. The bartender them, they was cool. Like, I don't want to go someplace where it's always some kind of shit popping off. Like, I'm good on that shit.
I'll go and say, well, shit, this is nice. Take a picture of this.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm good on that shit. I know, I'm going to tell you, I know I'm changing because you know what I want to do? I want to go on a hot air balloon with a bitch. I want to get me a little chick, and I want me and her to go do some hot air balloon shit, some shit that white people do. Like, let's go get on a hot air balloon and turn that bitch into a picnic inside the hot air balloon. Let's get us a basket, get us our wine, nigga. Let's sit this bitch and just float and just chill, bro. Let's just chill and relax, nigga. I like that shit, bro. And you know, and I just me wanting to do a hot air balloon, I just thought about this shit like maybe yesterday or the day before. I don't know what the fuck I was watching. And I was just like, it didn't have nothing to do with hot air balloons. I was just watching something, and I was like, you know what I do that I'd never done? I was like, man, I would love to get in a hot air balloon with a chick and do like a little date thing where we just picnic in the hot air balloon. We, go look at sights and just float and just chill. Man, that's the kind of nigga I am now, bro. Listen, let's go to the park. Let's roll us a blunt. Let's have a picnic. Let's drink our shit. Let's just chill. I don't need to do no more exciting shit in that sense. Like, I don't need to be around niggas and feel the thrill of being a nigga in the streets type shit. I'm good on that. I like and I think that's why I need older women. I need older women who just like doing casual shit and enjoy it. Let's go get us a bottle of wine and let's go do that paint and sip wine shit. Let's go to a pottery class. Let's go make pottery together. Like, I'm cool.
You know
with
what
that
I enjoy doing? Especially with a lady? Zumba.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
I used to love Zumba. But I'm gonna tell you a lot of time, man. I know this is fucked up, but I remember going to this Zumba class at LA Fitness back in Florida, bro, in Orlando. Some of you forgive me. Some of you women need to check y'all body odor. Listen, I went to this one Zumba class, bro.
Yeah.
And of course I went in there, and this is probably God letting me know that I went in there with ill intentions. Because I followed this one chick in there, and she was so bad. Yeah. So I followed her into this Zumba class. And I'm like, okay, man, there's a whole bunch of women coming in, and boom, boom. I'm like, oh, yeah, this bitch lit. They got on the spandex, ass everywhere, bouncing. I'm in there, we moving. Next thing you know, got a little odor in this motherfucker, bro. Like, the fuck is that smell? You know how you, and I don't know why, even though I knew it wasn't me, you always smell yourself first.
Like, hey, me? Self-verification. But
that odor wasn't the odor of sweat and like just musk. It was women. Yeah, it was that. It was it's vagina. It was strong, and it was so strong that it burned the nostril and eyes to the point where I left out early. And I remember leaving out early, and one of the girls came out, and she was like, "You left because of the smell too?" I was like, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but hell yeah.
None of y'all go to say shit, huh?
Somebody, a couple of y'all in that motherfucker, y'all need to go do a deep clean. Like, to me, that's rude as fuck. If you know that and I hate women who act like they don't smell themselves. And you know I hate that shit because we done had that one time with that one chick. There's nothing worse than a bitch having a body odor from her vagina and try to act like she don't smell that shit, bro.
You act like you don't smell none of that shit.
So you don't smell, so I'm the only one smelling something? Like nobody else smell this shit? And I'm not saying call this person out.
Right.
What I'm saying is take a break, casually say, hey, we finna take a 10-minute break. I want y'all to go freshen up and come back. That's all you gotta say.
Take a watch break. Yeah.
The person who know they smell, they gonna take the hint. Go fucking freshen up and come the fuck back. Because like I said, I can handle musk.
Ready to not be able to smell yourself.
Exactly. I can handle musk and sweat. A man can handle musk and sweat because you know we used to doing physical activity where you gonna get musky and sweaty if you're doing hard labor, playing any kind of sport. Right. And I understand some people some people musk is stronger than others. I would never shame somebody.
You probably finna in 1 minute.
Yeah, but you not finna fucking stink like that. And that shit just bothers me. I know that shit ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
And then walk around like it's nothing.
Like, and then walking around like, and then try to get that pussy to somebody. That's the crazy part.
You know niggas still gonna take it.
Some niggas will, bro. Some niggas will.
Still gonna take that little stinky puss, that little muscle puss.
That little stinky puss. That little stinky puss. But man, hey man, we almost done, but we about to hit this 4-hour mark.
Yeah.
And we need to
probably gotta stop before I realize at the 4 hour mark, it no longer it's too big after that.
Oh yeah, shut that bitch down now.
Ever been